Welcome to another episode of K&J Travels. My name is Juan Lanaverde, and this review will be on our trip to Panama City. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. We hope we can count on your support, and let's get into the video. So before we took off, we got a chance to spend time at the Star Alliance Lounge. So with every business class ticket, you're allowed to stay in this lounge before your flight. Our takeoff time was 1:45 a.m. But this lounge is pretty amazing, very spacious as I walk in. And there's, like I said, there's just plenty of seating room everywhere. There's a quiet area. And then as you move forward, you'll see the bar on the left with plenty of seating area there. And then on the other side, you have the buffet. The food was great. They had a lot of sandwiches as well as salad. They also had chicken and mashed potatoes. The spread was actually pretty good. I mean, nothing really tasted bad. And then it also came with dessert as well. So I really thought that the buffet for what it was pretty good. And then moving on to the bar, they had a full stock bar, so you can order from a bartender from the shelf, as well as you can also help yourself to wine and beer, and then some alcoholic liquor that was set to the side there. But we definitely took advantage of the drinks. So basically you tip, but everything is complimentary as far as the alcohol is concerned. And then moving on, there's a patio on the back side. So there's a bar on that one area on that left side, and then on the back of it there's more seating, patio seating, as well as another bar area on the other side. So it's just completely spacious. It's awesome. It's a huge lounge that's located on Tom Bradley, as well as a movie area that's located as you move forward. And then when you go down the hall to the right, there's a shower area. So there's a couple of shower suites. It's about 8 doors or allocated showers that you can, if you want to take a shower, you can go ahead and do that. And then moving forward is the outside patio area, which is exquisite. So it was at night, and it actually looks better at night. You got all the fire going, and there's also a bar there, but obviously it wasn't as occupied. It was pretty empty because it was freezing cold out there. And there is the airport looking, actually the plane area, where looking over some of the planes. So then getting in, our flight was getting ready. We started to board, and we were going to look for our seats. And since we have a business class seat, it was pretty spacious, it was pretty roomy, and it made it very, very comfortable. As you can see, it's very, very spacious. It's pretty awesome. And then we ended up taking off on time, like 1:45 o'clock. And I ended up sleeping for a good amount of time. I stayed up pretty late. And then the time change actually came. They actually served breakfast an hour before we landed. And I thought that breakfast was pretty good. And then first thing in the morning, we ended up landing 6 hours later into Panama City. And that was a pretty smooth flight. I managed to sleep about 2 or 3 hours on the flight, kind of up and down. I usually have trouble sleeping on the flight, but then we ended up getting a ride through Panama City to our hotel, and it gives me vibes of Miami. So if you've ever been to Miami, this is kind of like how it looks like. And then we ended up getting to our hotel, the Intercontinental Miramar Hotel, located in the business district. So it's pretty busy going on there. And then as I walk through the lobby looks great. The time that we went for this that I filmed was during Christmas time. So that's why you notice the Christmas tree there. And then the lobby looked pretty spacious. It was pretty cool. And then as you keep walking to the left of the lobby, there's like a lounge area there, and as well as a bar. But that was pretty cool. And then getting into our room, it was a decent sized room, but I thought that the room was fairly dated. As you can see, there's a lot of old furniture going on there, and there's really not much to look at outside as just simply the view of the city. But I didn't like the room too much, but it just got the job done. And then moving on, we had lunch after I took a nap in the restaurant as you walk in. And then as soon as you look to the right, there's a bakery, and they had various pastries and cakes and stuff like that. And then moving on, you can see the buffet area, which was pretty cool. And then later I'll be able to show the breakfast setup of the buffet that I didn't get a chance to enjoy. But the restaurant is pretty spacious. It's pretty huge. It's huge seating area. We actually had late lunch, which actually by the end of lunch, they were preparing for dinner. And there is the look of the pool outside as you walk through. So the pool area is pretty cool, and that's what everybody kind of talks about, is that area right there. But we ended up ordering some drinks for that late lunch. My wife ordered a sangria. I ended up getting the pad thai with shrimp, and my wife ended up getting the salmon with mashed potatoes. And then later on, they were setting up for dinner. As you can see, they were setting up. They had desserts out. It was a pretty good setup. It was a pretty good spread as far as I'm concerned, and I didn't get a chance to enjoy dinner there nor breakfast, but I will show you the breakfast setup. But the way they set that up is pretty cool. I mean, they had salads. It was a fairly huge buffet, and we thought that was pretty awesome. So I managed to get some footage of that as I was leaving, and that ended up being pretty cool. So we wanted to check out the Hilton Hotel and Casino across the street. I was thinking about booking this hotel. I was kind of torn between the Intercontinental and this one, but when I walked into the lobby, that was pretty impressive. It's not actually the main lobby. It's similar to the Renaissance that we stayed in Times Square, where the lobby is located on a floor that is upstairs. But it was amazing. I actually went all the way to the pool area, and as soon as I walked in, I was impressed. The pool area is huge. You got a bar, and then you got a flat screen there so you can watch some sports. But when I looked at this area right here, I was blown away. And then I started to walk up to the edge right there, and that's when I realized I made a mistake. I should have booked this hotel over the Intercontinental Miramar, and look at this view. It's just incredible. And by the way, there's a salon up here. My wife actually got her hair done, and then I ended up coming back down to the lounge and passed by the Bar Blue and just kept on walking. And then there's some seating area there where you can have a drink, and then overlooking this beautiful view again, but from a lower angle. And that was just incredible. I was just completely impressed by the hotel. It's a fully stocked bar, which they have a happy hour from 3 to 5, which is free and included with your stay. And the bartenders are awesome. Right here, they're just smoking a whiskey, and those guys were just simply cool. And it was just the vibe was just incredible, and I really liked it. I should have ended up booking this hotel instead. And on the other side, walking through a what seems to be a buffet area down the way, a restaurant called Emotions, which is a sushi bar located on that other side, and I did not get to dine there. Then later on, we headed back to our room, and then we got ready because we were gonna go out to a famous place that is known for in this town. So the only place we visited in our trip to Panama was a place called Casco Viejo, specifically a building called Casa Casco, and the place is amazing. It's actually like a few floors of multiple restaurants on each floor, but the place was huge. It was pretty amazing, and we were welcomed and greeted. We walked right in, and we decided to have dinner on the bottom floor at a place called Kabori. Now, as soon as you walk in, the place is big, plenty of seating. Although it was empty, and this beautiful bar was also nice. It was pretty themed. It had like sand. It looked like you were just walking on a beach with a lot of premium liquor. And they actually, what grabbed my attention was the premium liquor that they had right in the center with that waterfall. I thought that was a sight to see. But then later we were seated, and I know it was empty, but we came on a day where it wasn't that much vibe. I had the margarita. My wife had a specialty cocktail. And then later we got into the appetizer. And then after that, we had the entree. My wife had the sole, which is whitefish. There was some fries. I had the steak and fries, and that was delicious. It was really awesome. And then straight into the dessert right after that, we had the tiramisu, and I thought that was moist and really, really good. And then after that, we decided to go upstairs, and there's a rooftop up there. So As you go up the elevator all the way to the top floor, and then you go a couple of steps all the way to the rooftop, the view there is amazing. What you're gonna find there is a view of the Panama Canal, which looks awesome at night and very illuminated. And as you can see the rest of the town. And I thought that was just a great view. The good thing about just staying in Casco Viejo and just enjoying the nightlife there, if you guys choose to, is that there's multiple rooftops where you can enjoy a drink and have dinner. And that was pretty cool. And then later we made our way to the Oasis Hotel, which was located down the street, and we went to that rooftop. So we just started walking the street. The streets were empty on this night. Like I said, there's more vibe, there's more actioning happening on the weekend, or sometimes, like, let's say on a Tuesday, from what I was told. But we took the elevator up and we get to their rooftop, and then right there you could see even a greater view and well illuminated. You can see the Panama Canal right there. And then as I keep walking, there's some, obviously, these sky rises that are just straight ahead. And we thought that was awesome. So definitely Casco Viejo is the place to be in Panama. I would say our one night layover in Panama was okay, pretty good at best, simply because we had to stay that one day on Wednesday. Had we stayed over the weekend, I think the vibe would have been much better. But because our main destination was Curacao and our layover was in Panama and it happened to be on Wednesday, we didn't get to experience as much as we would like. And also the hotel choice that I chose was a fail in my opinion, even though it did have some quality perks that they offered, including a breakfast buffet that was included with your stay. Unfortunately, we did not get to experience that. It looked very good, but we had to leave to the airport to our main destination, so we did not get to experience the breakfast buffet. But I thought that, in my opinion, if out of the two hotels that I showed you earlier in this video, I really liked the Hilton. You had the casino there, was more of a vibe, and the fact that they include from 3 to 5 a happy hour, which includes drinks with your stay. I actually like that. But overall, if you also want to hang out at night, Casco Viejo is definitely the place to be. But if you go, let's say on a weekend, and I was told on a Tuesday, it also is a plus. Once again, support the content, support the channel. Please like and subscribe, and let at least 1 or 2 other people know about the channel. We want to be able to continue to give you good content as you join us on our journey to other places around the world. And without further ado, safe travels till next time.